Good afternoon. I've been saying I'm going to do it. New York is full of tall buildings. In addition to City Hall, there are 5 skyscrapers that have observation decks. Out of 5, which tall building experience is best? Well, join me, Terry Dixon, for an adventure for anyone. And hopefully I can give you some good reasons why I rank them the way I did. And here they are. They are all in Manhattan between the Park and South Ferry. And first off, we are going to start down by South Ferry. And here we are at the tallest building in town and in this hemisphere, and it is number 5, One World Trade Center. We all know a lot of the history here. It is a tragic site where 9/11, the attacks happened, and this was the building that was built, and it was opened in 2014, and the observation deck has 3 levels, and you can see forever is the tagline. Now, over at One World Trade Center, the deck is at about 1,268 feet. The building in its entirety is 1,776 feet high. That is a very important number here in our country because that is the year that we declared our independence. There are so many things symbolic about One World Trade Center. It towers over the memorial site and the museum, which it is not actually affiliated with. You enter and exit through the Oculus, through an underground passage. It is a really interesting area to hang out in. There is the restaurant One Dine up there that you can go to. You will need a reservation. There's also a snack bar. There is no outside part to this observation deck. And that is one of the reasons I ranked it the way it is. I find most things in the area, I hate to say it, more interesting than being on top of One World Trade Center. Do I recommend it? I do. It'll cost you about $51 to go up there. The website says less, but after fees and whatnot, you will be paying for that. There's a show that you can see there called The Pulse. They can help you with what you're looking at. And of course, you have this wonderful elevator show when you're leaving. You have the snack bar, you have 2 or 3 levels, you have a gift shop up there. It is a wonderful experience, but no offense, One World Trade Center. If I had to pick my favorite, you just don't quite measure up as much as everything else in the fabulous neighborhood where you live. So, hate to say it, that's my assessment. And then we went over to Summit Vanderbilt 1. This is an interesting one. It is at Grand Central Train Station, and it is number 4 on my list. Now, Summit Vanderbilt 1, the observation decks go up to about 1,020 feet. The entire building is 1,401 feet high. They do have everything reflective in here. You have 2 levels of this MC Escher looking stuff, which is very cool because at the same time that you're getting this wonderful reflective experience, you're also getting the views out the window of Manhattan all the way around. And everything at Summit is reflective. You have these reflective globs on the floor. Don't remember who did them, but they are a piece of art. And you still have these magnificent views. Now, Summit only opened in 2021. 1.4 million people went to visit this in the first year. Now, one of my favorite rooms here was the balloon room. These reflective silver mylar balloons, the entire thing. You're wearing your booties in here. They have you wear booties because they don't want you scratching your feet onto the mirrored surfaces and whatnot. But at the same time you have these effects, you also still have your views out the window. Just a note, there's a great view from the bathroom in this one. Now, Summit was a great experience, honestly. There's a lot to look at here. Here you can put your face into the screen. You can see the faces going by. That was really interesting. So that was very cool. And you have snack bar and bar, and here you can also go outside. You have the ascent, which when you go outside onto the deck for those outside views, you have drinks, snacks, and an elevator that goes the rest of the way up the building if you pay extra. Now it's already $57 after fees to get in, so that one's up to you. Was it a good experience? Yes, it was super convenient too. But I have my reasons for why I like some others better. Number 3 here is at Rockefeller Center. And this is number 3, Top of the Rock. Now there's a lot going on at Rockefeller Center. And this is an ancient old building. I mean, it opened in 1933. It was built to ease the problems of the Depression and give people work. You have amazing views. It is the shortest building on this list at only 850 feet high up there on those observation decks. But it does have a bar and a good restaurant there for during the day. And you have all of these plexiglass things in front of you when you're looking, but you still have the views. And what's kind of interesting with these views is even though you're looking over, you're looking over the sign for the building, you're looking over the edges. This is an old Art Deco building, and the building is part of your experience. But the odd thing about being lower than most of the other buildings is that you can still see them, even though some of them are towering over you there. So it's not a problem. Now, I wish you could get an all-day pass to, see the studios and go up to the top and do the activities, like the lift up there that takes you up even higher. And then they have the beam you can sit on, have your picture taken, so it looks like you're working on the building in the 1930s. It's all a very cool place, but there's not a package for all of that. There are packages for everything up on the roof, plus a guided tour. Now, your basic ticket up there will cost you $40. After fees comes to about $44. Did I enjoy my trip up to the top of the rock? I really, really did. It's outdoors. There's areas to sit, have a drink, have a snack, and you still have that view. It's in Midtown Manhattan. You can see everything around from the park and everything. It's really great. But I just like some things better. Then I moved on. Now we get into the real show here at the Edge. This is at Hudson Yards, just off 34th Street. You can take the 7 over there from Grand Central, and it is number 2 on my list at the Edge. Now the Edge only opened in 2020, and this is a brand new building as well. It is 1,100 feet where you are up there on that deck. 1,270 feet is the height of the entire building. And this thing is kind of new, and the Edge has that piece that you see stick out, and that is the open air observation deck. And you do have some really interesting views here at the Edge. You can look all around you from the outside deck. You also have an inside deck. But here, through this little piece on the deck, you can even look at the ground below. It's a really interesting thing. Didn't see anything like this anywhere else. Another thing that the Edge has going on is that the rest of that building is accessible. You can go climb it with a guide. It is an added experience. Now, the basic experience over at the Edge is $36. Costs about $40 after fees. But it has great views of everything you can see from any of the buildings in town. And it has indoor deck, outdoor deck. It has snack bars and things inside. It also has different exhibits from time to time. So the showman experience at the Edge is just really, really good. The views, really, really good all around. Nothing impeding you inside, outside, weather does not matter in this place. So it's a really great experience, and that's why it came to number 2. However, my number 1 favorite is still the Empire State Building. I can't help it. This place has been here since 1931. It has been the home of numerous movies, numerous versions of King Kong. The Art Deco is everywhere. And the showmanship that goes along with your visit to the Empire State Building is second to none. The bottom line here is that this is the most famous building in the world, or as they put it in the Empire State Building, it's the world's most famous building. And you just can't beat it. If you've ever seen An Affair to Remember, Sleepless in Seattle, King Kong, if you're any kind of a romantic, you need to visit this building. Is this the only building you're going to get a chance to visit in New York? If it is, you've come to the right spot. And the show starts at the stairway before the elevators, and it just continues on and on. And it's just something, like I said, it's romantic, it's exciting, and it's just done perfectly. So I have to say, this is why I just love the Empire State Building. As I said, it's been there since 1931. The decks up top go up to 1,250 feet high. The building is still 1,454 feet high. It is higher than the top of the rock, higher than the edge, higher than summit. It's still a tall building. And look at the beauty. This is what this one has. History. They've kept the old here and they've added the new. Now, I was up there in February. I went up there to see what it's like around Valentine's Day. It was cold. It was below zero up there. And look, they're still modernized up there. They've got these heaters. You don't even feel the cold. You are outside. There are areas inside below this main deck and inside of this main deck. So there are indoor spaces, but you really want to go outside, cold or hot, anytime. Here you are in the center of it all. You're on 34th Street, just off of Herald Square. You can see every other building all the way around the island. It is just absolutely magnificent. It starts at $44 to go up there. Here, there's not a lot of special experiences to pay for. They just are. Once again, you've got a snack bar up there, you've got your gift shop up there, and it's an amazing experience to go up in the Empire State Building. So I'm sorry to the other buildings. I do love them all. They each have something unique. They're all worth visiting. But if you only have time to visit one, I cannot explain the history, the majesty, the artwork, the showmanship, and everything that goes with the amazing view you're going to get on top of the one and only Empire State Building. It is worth every penny. It is worth every minute. It is worth everything. You can go over to Herald Square, walk right around the corner, and here you are. So that is my assessment. I love the Empire State Building. I am kind of a history buff, but there's just something magical about the place that's been a romance destination for decades.